Big Sean is an artist that is a prime example of someone who tries just a little bit too hard. Make no bones about it, he has clearly experienced success and triumph through his endeavors, or else his name would not be recognized. When it comes to hip hop, those who are revered the most are the ones that consistently change the game. Big Sean is a consistent contributor, but his projects do not showcase much elevation or progression. It seems as if he has placed a glass ceiling on his own abilities that he has just been unable to shatter. Is it him that places that ceiling atop himself, or is it the fans? That is an intriguing proposition and goes to show that the hip hop industry is a cutthroat business. You're only as good as your last hit is a premium example as to how music connoisseurs treat an artist in this game. Big Sean has been chewed up and spit out by hip hop audience members around the world. For a stint, he had quite a buzz and managed to leverage his abilities to notch a deal with Kanye West's Good Music back in 2007. The reason why nobody respects him is because he is a one-trick gimmick. Big Sean is a visceral example as to the problems plaguing the hip hop community. He often allows the beat to carry him throughout the track and does not do much else to add lyrical variation or refreshing flavor. The gimmickry within hip hop has begun to phase out as target audiences can see right through an artist that lacks substance. Indeed, Big Sean remains transparent in that nature. Without much to add in terms of solid output, he is clearly not respected within hip hop circles. One of the major reasons is because he got bodied on his own song, Control. It is a different story if you are someone to the echelon of Jay-Z, who was bodied on Renegade by Eminem. But Jay-Z clearly provides ultimate redeeming value and may have just taken the L in that singular instance. Big Sean got absolutely ate up on the Control track back in 2013. It was commendable to release the track given the fact that Kendrick sent shockwaves throughout the hip hop community during
I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
during a time when the genre was relatively quiet on a global scale. When you get bodied like that on your own track, you have to lick your wounds and move on. That is exactly what Big Sean did not do, though. He continued to poke at the bear that is Kendrick Lamar, which elicited further L's to rain down upon Sean's head. So not only did he take a massive L due to the fact that he was overshadowed on his magnum opus album, Hall of Fame, but he compounded his mistake by moving on from the situation with more drama. To be fair, Kendrick displayed audacity that placed him in an ultimate pantheon of MCs on that track. It is safe to say that Big Sean will never measure up to the lyrical bloodthirst displayed by the likes of King Kendrick. Another reason why Big Sean is not respected within the hip hop community is because he's overconfident. Of course, in the hip hop world, it is imperative to display supreme confidence in anything that you do. But there is a fine line between confidence and humility that Sean just doesn't toe very well. On Hall of Fame, he claims that he can out-rap Jay-Z, and the statement holds no weight whatsoever. Some people are just meant to inhabit a certain avenue, and while it is okay to step outside of your comfort zone, you must stay in your lane. So that is exactly what Big Sean did. He branched out and became the creative director of innovation for his hometown Detroit Pistons in a move that was very noble. As he displayed his loyalty to his hometown, he provided co-branding opportunities, merchandise design, and off-court initiatives that aimed to bring superstar caliber efforts to the exasperated city. This was a major chess move for the Detroit native. Regardless, the topic at hand is his lyrical presence within the hip-hop community. Gone are the days of baseless materialism and irreverence toward true goats within the genre. Rather than paying homage, Sean underachieves with lackluster, braggadocious bars that have yet to prove their worth. A word you will never associate with Big Sean's career is timeless. Many of his tracks are skippable throwaways that might provide a temporary relief when drinks are flowing, The reason being, he does not have enough magnetism. Additionally, it is difficult to decipher between the person and the persona. It is not fair to say that Big Sean hasn't displayed vulnerability because he has. The thing is, people are just not that interested in what he has to offer because it does not possess that it factor that truly separates quality artists from mediocre ones. Couple that with the fact that he often utilizes the booth to voice dull sentiments, and it is an automatic dismissal from most hip hop consumers. Take, for example, his songs I Don't F With You. This song serves as a way for Big Sean to overcome his tumultuous breakup with Naya Rivera. As a whole, it is derogatory, hardly relatable, and further contributes to the ecosystem of animosity in hip hop. We need less division and more unity. This leads us to pose the question, does one whack line spoil the entire song? The resounding answer is no. Furthermore, several whack lines tend to add up, and Big Sean is the sum of his parts. Maybe it's those who surround him that nod their heads to these disappointing discographies that he puts forth. Who knows? But whatever the case may be, we need more growth out of the likes of Big Sean. Big Sean does not receive respect from hip hop heads because he overuses cliches, has no depth, and provides empty value. He loves to play up the underdog role when in reality he is just underwhelming. Big Sean has never reached a threshold and seemed to plateau rather early on in his career. While daring efforts are honorable, one must always know themselves and not stretch their creativity too thin. It is never too late to improve and segue into a new type of versatility, but as of this current moment, hip hop does not share much affinity or general respect for the likes of Big Sean.